Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Missouri Association for College Admission Counseling Virtual College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. My name is Brianna, and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, just a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time throughout the presentation. This presentation and all of the other presentations from this evening will be available at strivescan.com/Missouri. I'd now like to turn it over to our first presenter, Fontbonne University.
Thank you. My name is Maggie. I will be presenting for Fontbonne University. I am the freshman admissions counselor. I am also a campus visits coordinator. So if you're interested in coming to visit campus, please see me. For some quick facts about Fontbonne, we were founded in 1923 by the Sisters of St. Joseph Carondelet. What that means is we are a small private institution. We are located in the heart of St. Louis, right in Clayton, Missouri, next to Forest Park. Our campus is about 1,100 students, which makes for a pretty small class size, which is very nice from an alum herself. That is about a 10-to-1 student to teacher ratio. Some quick majors to highlight. We were founded as a school for deaf education, so our education programs are vast. We also are very well known for our speech language pathology program, our cybersecurity, as well as computer science programs, dietetics. We also offer fashion merchandising, exercise science, sports management, and all the businesses, fine arts, and data science as well. We also have some interesting programs if one is interested in pre-nursing, social work, occupational therapy, or engineering. We also offer some very interesting minors, including African American Studies, Global Studies, Gender Studies, and One Health. Our admissions process is fairly simple. All we ask you to do first off is apply. Our application is free online from fontbonne.edu, or you can go to Common App for a small fee as well. All we ask for this semester and next year is for your application and your transcripts. We are test free as of this year. For automatic admission, our GPA requirement is a 3.0. Anything below that, though, we will be holistically reviewing, so feel free to still send those on in. We do offer in-person tours as well as virtual tours. Like I said, just see me if you are interested. To be decided, we will begin admitting very soon here. Applications opened in September. And then the national deadline for colleges is May 1, but we do have rolling admissions, so we would love to still see you if you're interested. Our scholarship opportunities are amazing. We do offer merit-based scholarships upon automatic admission, and like I said, holistically, we will review as well, and you will qualify for merit scholarships. We do offer a full tuition presidential scholarship, as well as a Fontbonne Promise, which promises to help students achieve a debt-free education who meet the qualifications. If you are a transfer and interested, we also have quite a few scholarship opportunities for you as well. And we also recognize Catholic high schools that follow our Catholic heritage, A+ scholarships, any fine art talent scholarships, boys, girls states, and a couple different student leadership opportunities as well. Some of those include our athletics. So some scholarship opportunities are included with our esports, cheer and stunt, and dance. We offer quite a few athletics as we have for a while, but our most newly added is our sprint football team, which we will be looking forward to starting next year in 2022. Our student life is amazing. I personally, again, think we have quite a few different clubs that students are able to get involved in. Student service is a big one on campus, as well as our mission is to serve the dear neighbor. And we have mentorship programs for first generation students and also those students who are just looking to achieve closing that gap. And if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. I'll be around, but thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Margaret. And next we will be hearing from Eckerd College.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. So my name is Brandon Oliver, and I'm an admissions counselor for Eckerd College. And so, yeah, today I'm going to share a little bit more information about Eckerd and let you guys know a little bit about what makes us a unique place to come and study. So right here is a great shot of our campus. We're located in St. Petersburg, Florida. We are a small private liberal arts school. Our campus is pretty wide. We sit on about 200 acres of land. However, our student body is pretty small. We have about 1,800 students altogether. We are just an undergraduate institution, so you definitely get a very intimate feel, a lot of hands-on experience. Our student to faculty ratio is about 11-1, an average class size around 19 students per class. All right. So right off the bat, we do like to point out where some of our students are coming from. So the students that really make up the Eckerd community really do come from all over the US. About 80% of our students are actually from out of state. So if you did decide to come to Eckerd, you definitely wouldn't be alone in that regard. And so we do like to say that, on average, students will go about 250 miles to study for college, but the average Eckerd student travels over 1,000 miles to get here. So Eckerd students do tend to be a bit more on the adventurous side, really looking to get outside of their comfort zone and study what it is they're passionate about or learn what it is once they get here. We do have a bit of a unique academic calendar. So we have what's called a 414. Instead of just 2 semesters, Eckerd students will take 4 courses for fall term, 1 course for winter term, and then 4 courses again for spring term. And it's a really great system. That way it kind of keeps students a bit organized, and it also allows for a lot of leeway and flexibility when it comes to studying abroad, getting internship opportunities for the summer or during winter term. So it's a really great system that our students and our whole community really appreciates. Something that is a bit different just for first year students is instead of jumping right into that 414, you'll have what's called autumn term. So 3 weeks before fall term starts, only first year students will come to campus. And this is like an extended orientation type process. So for these 3 weeks, you'll be participating in different campus activities, learning about the different resources offered to you, also speaking with different departments and offices, and really bonding with your fellow students. Because again, a lot of students don't come with friends from high school or anything. So this is really a time where you get to meet people and really get ingrained into Eckerd and see what it's like to live and go to school here. You also take an academic course during this time, which a lot of students really like. There will be like from a list of about 30 courses, you'll select which one you want to take. And yeah, you can jump right into studying something along the lines of your degree or something just that interests you. This is a look at some of our areas of study. A lot of our bigger majors would include marine science, animal studies, environmental studies. Also have quite a few business programs for marketing, management, business administration. Quite a bit of students who are under the pre-med track. But yeah, no matter what you're interested in studying, I'm sure you can find something here at Eckerd. Another kind of quirky thing about us is that we're super pet friendly. So you can see that dog in the back of the photo. Yeah, we allow animals in about half of our res halls, and not even just small dogs and cats, but if you have a hedgehog, an iguana, a snake, you can bring it on down. Yeah, so I've seen all sorts of exotic little pets here on Eckerd's campus. And this photo is actually taken on our campus. We are right on the Gulf of Mexico, so there is a beach right on campus. You don't even have to walk far from your dorm to enjoy some of the nicest beaches in the US. We also have an amazing waterfront where students can rent out kayaks and different water sports equipment. And, the waterfront really serves as a recreational opportunity, but it has 2 other functions as well. One would be academic. So some of the courses, especially the environmental studies, marine science, will take out boats and vessels to go out and collect samples and specimen from the Gulf and take it back to the labs and do research on it. And then we also have a service component to it as well. We have one of the nation's only maritime collegiate search and rescue teams. So there are a group of student volunteers who work with the Coast Guard here in Florida and actually respond to emergencies and events that take place in the Tampa Bay area. So it is a fascinating opportunity that we do have for our students. So briefly, this is some of our information about our application. You can apply through the Common App or on our website. You just have to submit your official high school transcript, of course, the application itself, a letter of recommendation, and we are test optional. So you do not have to submit your test scores if you do not have them or you don't want to submit them. We do have early action. So if you apply by November 15th, you're guaranteed a decision by December 15th, and you also don't have to pay the application fee. And Eckerd is a member of the Colleges That Change Lives. So if you would like to learn more information about us, I recommend you check out that publication. And yeah, it talks about some colleges that have an innovative and progressive approach to higher education. I'm also going to put my information in the chat. So if y'all have any questions, please feel free to just send me an email, give me a call. But yeah, thank y'all for your time today. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of your time with your college search.
Thank you so much, Brandon. And next we will hear from Oklahoma City University.
Oh, sorry, Brandon, can you unshare your screen? Perfect. Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is Monica Brown. I'm the coordinator of undergraduate admissions at Oklahoma City University. So we are located in the heart of Oklahoma City. We are also a small private liberal arts university with about 3,000 total students, about 1,600 undergraduate students and 1,400 graduate students. We have students represented from 42 different states, 46 different international countries, and we're about 60% of our students coming in state, 40% coming out of state, with a 17 average class size. We have over 80 student organizations for our students to get involved in, and those range from Greek life to faith-based organizations to hobbies and clubs to truly anything our students can think of. And we are Oklahoma City's university. We're in the heart of Oklahoma City. We're about 5 to 10 minutes from all of the different districts, fun things. We're a huge foodie town. So if you want to come to a growing and thriving city of about 1.3 million people, Oklahoma City is the place to do it. We have 22 varsity sports and are in the NAIA division of athletics. We have the most national championships out of any NAIA conference school. All of our athletic teams do offer athletic scholarships that can stack on top of the other scholarships we have here on campus. If you have any interest in being recruited collegiately, please reach out to me. I'm happy to talk to you more about that process. In terms of our academic colleges, we have 6 different academic colleges for undergraduate students. The first being the Ann Lacey School of American Dance and Entertainment. They are consistently ranked in the top 10 every single year for their performing arts programs, as well as have produced the most Radio City Rockettes out of any school in the nation. The Kramer School of Nursing is a direct admit BSN nursing program. We have a state-of-the-art simulation lab for our students to work in. So those robots bleed, they give birth, their eyes light up, they scream and they cry. Our Minder School of Business is ranked in the top 4.5% of business schools in the nation. And we have a 92% job placement and grad school placement rate for our students. The Petrie College of Arts and Sciences is our largest academic college on campus. It has our STEM, humanities, and visual arts majors. 2 new programs within the Petrie College of Arts and Sciences include our game design and animation program, as well as our esports management degree. The School of Theater puts on the most undergraduate theatrical performances out of any school in the nation. So if you're looking to come for acting or behind the scenes design and production work, that's a great program to really get a feel for what the industry is like. And our last school is the Wanda L. Bass School of Music. They are also a top tier music program and put on over 250 stage performances every single year. 2 famous alumni from the Wanda L. Bass School of Music include Tony Award winning Christian Chenoweth and Kelly O'Hara. We have 4 different residence halls for our students, 2 first-year residence halls and 2 upperclassmen residence halls. We've guaranteed housing for all students on campus, no communal bathrooms, and guaranteed parking, as well as your laundry is included in the cost of attendance. Your path to Oklahoma City University includes an application to the university, which is either our university specific or the common application. Use whichever is best for your process. We'll need your high school counselor's recommendation and your official transcript. We are a truly test optional university, so no ACT or SAT test scores are needed for admission or for scholarships, but you can still submit them if you would like. We also have a competitive scholarship process, so we'll need your resume and an additional letter of recommendation submitted for those. Speaking of freshmen, first-year scholarships for all students in our Petrie College of Arts and Sciences, the Minder School of Business, and the Kramer School of Nursing. These are your guaranteed 4-year scholarships. So every single year, you'll have the same scholarship based on your cumulative high school GPA. And then for all students in our performing arts colleges, the Ann Lacey School of American Dance and Entertainment, the Wanda L. Bass School of Music, and the School of Theater, you are also guaranteed an automatic merit-based scholarship based on your cumulative high school GPA every single year. We also offer talent scholarships for all of our performing arts programs. So we need you to audition for those programs or have an interview or portfolio review depending on your program. This talent scholarship will stack on top of your automatic merit for all 4 years on campus. And this slide talks about all of our competitive scholarships that we offer. At the time of your application review, we will also review your application for competitive scholarships, and these can range from an extra $1,000 a year all the way up to full tuition and room and board. So any additional questions, my contact information is on the screen. We host in-person campus visits Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. and 2 p.m., as well as have a ton of different virtual resources for students if you don't want to travel to Oklahoma City or you can't travel for whatever reason. We also have a ton of different virtual events that are happening throughout the year. So thank you so much and have a wonderful night.
Thank you so much, Monica. Next, we will be hearing from Nebraska Wesleyan University.
Hey everybody, my name's Jackie and this is my colleague Carly. So she'll be running the Q&A if you have any questions for her, and I am going to share my screen with you all to give a little presentation about Nebraska Wesleyan. All right, so NWU, it's all about you at Nebraska Wesleyan University. So one thing that we really love about Nebraska Wesleyan University, aside from our university itself, is the location. So at Nebraska Wesleyan, we really do believe that we are the right school in the right city. So we have a 13-to-1 student to faculty ratio, which keeps things pretty personal with your professors. And then also 100% of our students complete internships, research, service learning, or study abroad. So not only are you learning a lot in the classroom, but also outside the classroom as well. And that's one of the big benefits of being in a bigger city like Lincoln, Nebraska. And then we also are in the top 10% of Midwestern regional universities, according to the US News and World Report. And as far as the city of Lincoln itself goes, it is the #1 happiest city in America, according to Men's Health. And we also have over 30,000+ college students, including the University of Nebraska, as well as some other smaller colleges in the city. So it is a really great college town. Nebraska Wesleyan itself, as far as our students, we have about 2,000 students at Nebraska Wesleyan. So it is a nice size because you will get that personal attention. And then we also have a lot of parks and trails. So if you like to get outside, it's a really great place to experience nature as well. So we have the best teaching. All of our classes are taught by professors, not graduate assistants. And then most of our professors do hold their PhD, so you know that they're the expert in their field. And then aside from our student to faculty ratio, we really do keep our class sizes small as well. So your average class size is going to be about 16 students, which means that it's pretty small. And if for some reason you miss class, your professor is going to know. So you just want to make sure that you go to class. And then we actually, in the latest US News and World Report, we are the best undergraduate teaching school in Nebraska. So we have some awesome acceptance rates into dental school. We have a 91% placement rate, an 85% medical school acceptance rate. So we're really, really strong in the sciences, but also on the other end of the spectrum, we're really strong in theater as well. We have the #1 musical theater program in Nebraska and a top 30 program in the whole country. And as far as research goes and psychology PhDs, we're the #1 producer in the state of Nebraska as well. We have a lot of different ways to get involved. So you're not just going to be going to class all day and not have any fun. We do have over 90 student organizations, clubs, and honoraries for you to be part of. We also have 12 vocal and instrumental music groups. We have 3 fraternities and 3 sororities, so 6 total Greek houses on our campus. We have 23 athletic teams at Nebraska Wesleyan. We are #3 in NCAA Division III postgraduate scholars amongst all of the NCAA Division III. So that's a really nice scholarship for our students to go to graduate school with if they win that. And then we are in the top 10 at #9 in the NCAA for academic All-Americans amongst all divisions. So that means that you have to be a really great student and a really great athlete to win that award. And we're really proud of how many student athletes are winning that at Nebraska Wesleyan. As far as scholarships goes, this is kind of a general breakdown of our scholarship criteria. So you can see that the minimum would be $15,000 for academic scholarships, all the way up to $20,000 based on either your GPA only. So we are also test optional, or you could combine your GPA as well as your test score if your test score might be a little bit higher than your GPA. So there's a lot of different ways to do it, but the awesome thing for you guys watching tonight is that you're from Missouri. And so we actually have a specific scholarship for students from Missouri called the Missouri Scholarship. So if you get accepted to Nebraska Wesleyan, you will automatically be guaranteed $25,000 per year. And so that will include your academic scholarship and then other forms of gift aid from Nebraska Wesleyan, like our awesome event scholarships that we have, our campus visit grant, and some of those things. So you could potentially get $2,000 more if you do a campus visit, and we do have virtual options for that as well. And if you attend one of our virtual event scholarships this fall that we have coming up. So you have potential to earn even more than that $25,000 guaranteed. And then we also have a scholarship for students that are Pell eligible. So this is called the Access Nebraska Wesleyan Scholarship. So like I said, you have to be federal Pell eligible, Pell Grant eligible based on your FAFSA. You also have to apply and be accepted to Nebraska Wesleyan, be a first year student, and carry a full-time academic course load. So a minimum of 12 up to 18 credit hours per semester. So next steps, definitely encourage all of you seniors out there watching to submit your free application to Nebraska Wesleyan University. We do have our early action application available right now through October 15th, which is basically just a fast track application. You can self-report your GPA, so you don't have to submit a transcript or a test score. If you have over 3.25 self-reported GPA, you will automatically get accepted instantaneously. And then that also will help us get your financial aid award to you sooner once you do fill out the FAFSA October 1st when that's available. We also do accept the Common App as well. So that's another way that you can submit your application if you would rather do that. So we'd love to also have you visit campus, earn that campus visit grant, and then there's my contact information. So if you have any questions, please reach out. We would love to hear from you. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much, Jackie and Carly. Next, we will hear from Newman University.
My name is Emily Larkin, and I'm an admissions counselor at Newman University in Wichita, Kansas. I am a Newman alum. I just graduated back in 2020, so I know like the craziest year to graduate, but I'm still standing. So I'm here to tell you a little bit more about Newman, just a little bit more about like kind of who we are. We're a small private Catholic liberal arts college in Wichita. We have about 1,200 undergraduate students, so it's definitely a little bit smaller. We have an 11-to-1 student to faculty ratio. So we really focus on that one-on-one interaction between students and their peers and students and their professors. This can make it really easy later on too when you're looking for a job or an internship opportunity to get those true letters of recommendation where your professors actually know you because they're working with you from freshman year to senior year on a day-to-day basis. We are located in Wichita, Kansas. Wichita is actually Kansas's largest city by population, which I found kind of nice. I'm from a smaller town within Kansas, and so I like the small town feel or the small feel of Newman University. You're going to be able to make friends. You won't get lost. You won't be alone, I promise. But then you can go out in Wichita and actually do things. And so a big thing is getting internships and job opportunities. Those are huge within the city of Wichita. A little bit for what we're known for, our students have 20% less college loan debt than the national average. That was huge for me. I didn't have like a college fund or anything like that. So affordability was really big. Also, 71% of our students are employed in their field of study upon graduation versus the national average of 27. That's huge. College was super fun for me, but I also was like, I really want a job after college. And so that's just upon graduation, not even looking at the students who get jobs within 1 or 2 months after college as well. We have 40+ different undergraduate majors. Some of our biggest ones are in the sciences like biology, chemistry, nursing, and allied health. Then we go to like education, business, and social work. We do have 11 pre-professional programs. Some of our biggest ones are pre-medicine, pre-physical therapy, and pre-law. My best friend from Newman actually got a full ride to Notre Dame School of Law, and she did the pre-law track. So we definitely try to get our students into some of those bigger law schools and med schools when they come out of Newman University. Along with that, we do have state-of-the-art science facilities. We are one of the only private schools in the Midwest to have a cadaver lab on campus. And so that's really helpful when you're looking to make that easy transition to medical school. So looking at acceptance, we are test optional. We've been that way since 2019. So we only need a copy of your high school transcript to go ahead and accept you. We only need your ACT for one scholarship if you're looking for it, but for our basic scholarships, we don't require those. I know the words private and Catholic can sometimes equate with expensive. We try to make that not so. Part of that's our free application. It's open right now for seniors. It only takes about 10 minutes, and I'll share that link there at the end. It's super simple. And then 99% of our students receive some sort of financial assistance, whether it's in scholarships or grants, which leads me to our first-time student scholarships. You can receive anywhere from $12,000 to $16,000, depending on your GPA. This is renewable all 4 years and received upon admittance. If you have an ACT score that's in a higher bracket and you want to submit that, we'll give you whatever higher. More money is always better, I like to say. We also have special scholarships. So we have one for full tuition, one based on service. We do take cumulative weighted GPAs, and we take super scored ACTs. So we really do want to get you the most money possible. We also have scholarships for interest. So if you're interested in art, theater, and music, or the honors program, we have scholarships for all of those. The only of these scholarships that requires the ACT is our full tuition scholarship, but otherwise we don't require those. We do have great athletic scholarships. We are the only private NCAA Division II college in Kansas. And so that means we can give you big academic and big athletic scholarships. And so we do have 20 different athletic teams between men's and women's. And one of our, or a couple of our kind of different sports that we have are bowling and triathlon. Not every school has them. So if you're interested in either of the sports, definitely come talk to us. We also have intramurals. If you're anything like me, I was not a competitive athlete type person, but I did like to have fun and play some basketball here and there. So those are great options as well. No matter whether you live on or off campus, you're an athlete or non-athlete, I would recommend getting involved. We have a variety of different clubs and organizations to get involved in here at Newman. One of the things I love the most about Newman is you don't just have to be the girl that does student government or the guy that plays tennis. You can be a variety of different people in a variety of different things. And so you can really stretch your wings and kind of explore who you are in college here at Newman University. One program we have that helps with student success is called Navigator. So it's your Newman GPS, a supercharged support system to help guide you through success. One of the biggest things that I love that comes from this program are alumni mentors. So every one of our students is paired with an alumni in their area of study in the location that they want to work in. So say you want to be a doctor in Kansas City, we'll pair you up with a doctor who's an alum from Newman, who's working in Kansas City, that can help give you all the tips and tricks of what they wish they would have learned or known while they were at Newman University. Help get through those big tests, to help sit and get into medical school and do all of those things. They're really kind of your point person to help you out. So I recommend applying today. It's really simple. Like I said, only takes about 10 minutes, and you can do that at apply.newmanu.edu. And I hope you have a great rest of your day, and please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Emily. And last but not least, we'll hear from McKendree University.
All right, just pulling up my slideshow. All right, good evening. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Gwen Tohill-Macomb. I am an admission counselor at McKendree University. McKendree is located in Lebanon, Illinois. So we are a small to mid-sized private institution. We were founded back in 1828. We are actually the oldest college in Illinois. We have about students from 40 states, 40 different countries. About 60% of our students do come from Illinois, followed by Missouri. And then we also have about 9% in international students coming from as far away as Brazil and Thailand and Italy. Like I said, we're located in the town of Lebanon. It's a population of about 4,400. It's located about 10 minutes from O'Fallon, Illinois. McKendree, once again, this year was named as the best value school by US News and World Report, which basically means that you're going to get the highest academic quality at a great price. So we will take a closer look at affordability in just a minute, but just to give you an idea, 100% of McKendree students do receive institutional aid, and we do award over $24 million in institutional aid annually. At McKendree, you will have over 50 different academic programs to choose from. Some of the programs include like biopsychology, cybersecurity, athletic training, sports management. We also have programs in teaching and business, the sciences. So quite a variety. You can certainly scan that QR code right there. That will allow you to see a full list of all of our programs. So McKendree is a liberal arts college. So the academic experience that you're going to get at McKendree is very personalized because we are a small school. All of our classes are faculty taught by an instructor who is accomplished in their field. We don't have teaching assistants. Average class size is about 14 students per class. So you're definitely going to have the close, intimate relationships with your faculty members, and all of our faculty, about 82% of them do hold a PhD. So about half of our students, they do complete an internship in any given year while they're at McKendree. Each spring, we do come together for the Academic Excellence Celebration when no classes are held, and it's an opportunity for students to come together and present their research findings and to just share some of their creative work. So at McKendree, we have a 97% postgraduate success rate across all of our programs. And within 6 months, our alumni are either employed or enrolled in graduate school. Outside the classroom, there's really no shortage of things to do at McKendree. So 88% of our first year students do live on campus, which helps to contribute to that family feel on campus and to promote some of those intimate relationships and academic success. We have over 80 registered student organizations ranging from honor societies, community service groups. We have Greek life, special interest groups. We have music ensembles, if that's something you're interested in, marching band, color guard, debate, theater, and all of those have scholarship opportunities as well. Also, we have study abroad programs in more than 120 different locations across the globe. We're about 30 minutes from downtown St. Louis, so obviously lots of cultural, recreational, and professional opportunities available to you. We also do partner with universities in St. Louis for programs such as our 3+3 pre-law program with SLU, and then 3+2 occupational therapy program that we have with WashU. And then also just keep in mind that we are an easy 4-hour drive from Chicago, Kansas City, and Indianapolis. So McKendree University is big in athletics. We participate in the NCAA Division II Great Lakes Valley Conference. You can check out all of the sports that are available on our McKendree website. Contact information is also available for all of our coaches. If you're a senior, now is the time to apply. McKendree does provide a free application for admission on our website. You can also submit the Common App. Either one is fine. You do not need to submit test scores this year for admission decisions or for academic scholarship consideration. So the only thing we need is your application and your high school transcript, and then we will do a holistic review once we have all of those items. We are also rolling admission, so we do not have any deadlines in particular. So all eligible first-year students are offered one of these 3 academic scholarships at the point of admission. So there is no waiting. You will find out as soon as you are admitted to the university. As you can see, scholarships will range from $10,000 to $17,000 with a GPA as low as 2.75 and then anything over 3.75. All of these scholarships are renewable each year. So we do offer need-based grants in addition to academic scholarships. Your entire financial aid package at McKendree will consist of scholarships and grants, and then we will also look at need-based aid as well. So we want to do everything we can to make McKendree an experience a reality for you. We will work with you on your financial aid package. We encourage all applicants to submit the FAFSA that does open, I think, on Friday, October the 1st. There is our financial aid code, so you'll want to be sure to submit that as well. And then just wrapping up, I just encourage you to come visit. We do have individual campus visits Monday through Saturday, and then we are also offering preview days as well on Saturday and select holidays. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much, Gwen. If all of our college representatives want to turn on their cameras, I will ask a few questions and they will answer in the order in which they presented. So the first question I have is, what advice would you give to someone going through the college search process?
I guess I'll start. I would personally say, bless you. I would personally say that I apologize if there's noise in the background. Find a place that's the best fit for you. I I think a lot of places give you deadlines, and for sure, be sure to meet those deadlines, but also you're on your time, in my opinion. I would hate to tell you, make your decision by October 1st. If you're not ready, you're not ready. You'll know when you're home, and you'll know that it's the fit for you when you're there.
All right, yeah, going off of that, really utilize your admissions counselors for these schools that you're going to visit. We're here to help guide you. And I know that the whole college process is new and there's so much information. And so try to just take it all in. There's definitely no such thing as a dumb question, because yeah, different colleges do things differently and this whole experience is new and we completely get that. So ask anything that you have on your head, and yeah, take advantage of these virtual events as well as in person if places are offering it.
I would say to visit different types of colleges and universities, visit large public universities, small private universities, the in-between middle-sized schools. You truly don't know what that college can offer you until you step on campus, meet with faculty, meet with the current students, and see what the environment is like. So keep an open mind and visit as many colleges as possible.
Yes, I would agree to visit as many colleges as you're even interested in, because you have no idea the culture or what student life is like until you're on campus. But also, I challenge students to look at the overall college experience instead of just focusing on like one field of study or like one specific path. Kind of look at that overall college experience, like what city do you want to be in, what experiences and internships and things like that are available to you. But just that overall experience would be something that I would pay attention to as well.
I would echo kind of everything my colleagues have said. On top of that, understand that this is overwhelming. It's okay to be nervous. Pretty much everyone is. So just take a hold of that, and you have to be okay with that. And then I would recommend making a list of things that are deal breakers. Like those are things that you totally want in school, whether it's like you want to go into a speech pathology program. Not all schools are going to have that. And so that's going to kind of help dictate your choice a little bit. And then looking at the overall picture from there, that'll help make a bunch of colleges go down into just a few for you to select from, which can be a lot less daunting.
I would just probably add, just really think about who you are and what you're looking for in a college, what your interests are. It's very easy to get wrapped up into going to a school where maybe some of your friends are going and kind of feeling pressured like you need to do that. And it really needs to be about you. It's your journey. It's going to be where you're going to call home for 4 years. So really just making sure that it is the right fit for you. And that's why those visits are so important, because you'll get that gut feeling when you're on a particular campus, whether or not you could really see yourself at that campus and calling it home for 4 years. So just stay true to yourself and kind of just what you want in a college, and not get wrapped up into thinking that you need to follow certain friends or certain groups.
Is all really great advice. The next question I have for you all is, what is just one thing you want students to remember about your school?
For me, and I can speak from experience, Fontbonne knows no strangers. We are an extremely friendly community, and we call ourselves the Fontbonne family. And it's true. We are a small community, but we are a mighty community, and we are always stick together, and we love each other.
Yeah, I feel like it's hard to just narrow it down to one thing, but if I were to say something, I would say, Eckerd is definitely a bit of a quirky institution, if that makes sense. Yeah, we have animals are right on the beach, and really for students who kind of feel like they kind of, again, speaking to that sense of community, a lot of students that come to Eckerd kind of feel like the oddball of where they're coming from, but then they get to Eckerd and they're like, okay, we're all oddballs here. So definitely that kind of sense of community, and we allow just any and everybody as well.
At Oklahoma City University, we are a small school environment, but we give you big school access. So we're going to get you in front of people in your industry of choice, open those doors for you, and truly let you shine in whatever industry you're looking at going into.
One thing is really hard, I agree. But I think the one thing with Wesleyan, because I personally did not go to Wesleyan, but I've been very impressed by the faculty to student relationships, just the way that the students are able to connect with the faculty and staff, and the same with the professors, and how the professors are open up their homes to students or are actively eating lunch or getting dinner with students on campus. It's just been a very family-friendly environment that I don't even feel like I came from. I feel like I've been at Wesleyan for a long time and that I actually went to school there. So very family-friendly environment in the Midwest.
Yeah, I would definitely say at Newman, we're a family. We're kind of that smaller school environment within a bigger city. So kind of like Monica was saying, you get those big school opportunities where you can go out and do those big internship opportunities. But you also will be in a small school environment. So you'll make really great friends. I still have all of my best friends from college I'm still connected with. And so you'll make some memories that you won't forget and friends that'll last a lifetime.
I would probably say much the same thing. We have a saying at McKendree, it's called One McKendree, because again, we're one family. Again, just having that small school environment and offering big opportunities. But, I also think that there's just a little bit of everything at McKendree. So just really depending on what your interest is, whether it is, sports or music or something else. But really One McKendree really sticks out because we are one family.
Last question I have for you all is, what is a myth you'd like to debunk about the college admissions process?
That's a good one. From personal experience, I think it's that college is unattainable money-wise. I think every school has unique tuition opportunities, whether that be full tuition or scholarship opportunities, and there are a lot of scholarship opportunities outside of colleges as well in your community. So I think it is definitely attainable if you work hard for it and show that you're willing.
Yeah, I would say one myth, and again, it probably varies based on your school, but I know for sure at Eckerd, you're not just like a number. We definitely do, as an admissions counselor, want to get to know you. And a lot of times you think, okay, I'm not going to make an impression or a big deal, but yeah, definitely reach out to us. I know I think about prospective students that I meet all the time, and I remember, and we read your application. So yeah, definitely get to know us. We want to get to know you. So yeah, don't be afraid to reach out to us.
Just adding on to the financial aid point, as private institutions, we're usually labeled that we're a bit more expensive than an in-state public university is. And that may be true sticker price wise, but that may not be your individual cost of attendance truth. So talking with admissions counselors, talking with financial aid counselors to see what your individual cost of attendance is super important when making that final decision.
I would agree with all of these. But I think the biggest myth for me is that as admissions counselors, our role is to help you through the entire college process, whether that be for our university or others. Definitely, we want to help get to know you. So just being that resource in your back pocket, that any question, there's no dumb questions, that we're available to help, and that students are reaching out to us and asking those questions before talking to their friends or talking to their school counselors or things like that, that the relationship is something that we want to have with them as well.
I think one big thing for me is that a myth is that admissions has to be difficult or has to be hard. Like if it's not complicated, you're not doing it right. I'm a first generation college student, so going into that college search process, my parents and I didn't even know like what questions to ask. And so I would say definitely talk to your admissions counselors. They'll help you. A lot of them are like you and are first gen, and so they can give you kind of that experience and kind of answer those questions that you didn't even know you had.
Yeah, and I would say that, I think sometimes that's the myth that, admission counselors just interact with me through the application process. And, once they get my application, that's it. And that's not true. At least I know at McKendree, we work with students through the entire process. So we're working with you not only through the application process, but through financial aid. And then if you choose to enroll through registration of classes. So it's kind of like we're with you for the whole process and for the entire year. And I think sometimes, students think that that's maybe not the case, but that's just our commitment to you to really help you through that process.
Some really great, tidbits we got, and I hope that all of our students on the line really learned something tonight. Thank you everybody for joining us. When you close this window, there will be a link to a really quick 5-question survey, and we'd really appreciate any feedback that you can provide. You will be able to find this session's recording as well as all the other session recordings at strivescan.com/Missouri. Thank you so much. And thank you to all of our college representatives for being with us today. I hope you all have a great night.